Welcome back, everyone. This is Thomas Triple T Tie with another new bullish crypto analysis. Before we dig in, please remember if you find value, feel free to smash the like, ring my bell, hit subscribe, and leave comments in the YouTube comment section. And we appreciate that. All right, let's dig in. We're going to take a look at the crypto, Bitcoin, and also the equities stock markets around the world. As you can see, BTC and most of crypto is red. Yeah, we had a recent rise, and naturally it's going to come down. So here we are. Let's take a look at the equities market. Equities technology is mostly green. We have software is mostly green. Information technology and semiconductor mostly green. Financials is like a lot green. Banks, regional banks, the smaller ones probably are green here. Insurance green, lots of green all over. Industrials, healthcare plans. You got basic materials, consumer silicon, Amazon, Baba. They're all green up in this area, which is internet retail. Automotive manufacturers, big ones are green, Tesla, TM. You got this sector over here. You got home improvement, etc. So a good day for the stock market. Some reds. Energy is turned red. You know, it's been recently green, so not surprised that it turned red. But biotechnologies is red, and credit services. Some are red, not all of them. So a good day for stocks, and we'll dive into different stock markets in just a bit. Let me see here. Get to the right charts here. All right. So we're back at this chart. This is on TradingView. Let me get my highlighter on so you can see. All right. Let me get myself out of the way. Let's see which key that is that now. That one. There we go. I'm out of the picture. So you can see the little bottom left corner here. On the left hand, this is 30-minute chart. On the left column, we have the U.S. market with Bitcoin on top. Bitcoin's on top of all three. In the middle column, we have Europe markets, European markets, and also the stocks 600, which is 600 different companies across 7 countries. In the right column here, we have the Asian and Australian market. And over here, we just have some current numbers. So let's take a look at the current numbers first. We got SPX, which is S&P 500. They're up 0.82% or 36.45. We have Nasdaq, which is up just over a percent, and that's 157.4 roughly. The Dow, they're up just a tad over a percent, and that's plus 369.7 roughly. DXY is up 0.16%, and the VIX is down 0.39. Apple's up, you can see here, 1.8. Tesla's up 1.8. Netflix is down, so on and so forth. I'm not going to go through all of this. My main point is to look for patterns between Bitcoin and the rest. So let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin in the last 24 hours, it went up, and then around early morning Pacific Standard Time, it started dropping, and I did an impromptu live stream at like, I don't know, 1 a.m. in the morning or 2 a.m. in the morning, something like that. It was fun to hang out with some people from different parts of the world. So thanks to those who were able to join. I'm so sorry about the rest who couldn't, because it was like last minute. All right, so let's dig in and take a look at. So Bitcoin dropped, and it's been dropping. This is overdue though. We had a leg up. We were in the mid 30s, and then we went up. We rested, went up, rested, went up, rested, went up. I mean, this is due. I wouldn't be surprised if we drop some more. The key point here is around 41, 42K support level. That's critical. We'll see what happens there. I believe it will retest it, but that's in a different video for Bitcoin only. The QQQ, or the Nasdaq, you can see in the last 24 hours, it dropped down, and then it opened high. But if you look at here, the high today is still lower than the opening of yesterday, 24 hours ago. So yes, that's positive, but got to keep perspective. So right here, it's still lower than back here, which is on the second. So overall, it's still trending down. The S&P 500, since yesterday, it dipped down, and then it opened and it went up. Whereas now it's higher than where it opened yesterday, but still below its weekly high, if you will, 7-day run high. What about the correlation between the QQQ or Nasdaq and S&P 500 with Bitcoin? Well, it's currently not holding, like I mentioned yesterday. Yesterday, Bitcoin went up, they went down. Today, Bitcoin went down, they went up. What are the possible reasons for that? I think there are various reasons. Well, one could be that, some of the money from the equities market moved over to Bitcoin. Bitcoin rose, and so they're just moving the money out. Maybe they're repositioning back into the stock market now that it's trending up. That's one possibility. I'm sure there are others. Let's go down to the Dow. Dow has been trending up, which is different than the Nasdaq and the S&P 500. In the last 24 hours, it trended up, opened up, and then went down slightly, and it's revisiting where it opened. So overall, stock market's bullish or positive for the day. We'll see how it finishes up today. The DXY is, if you look here, in the past 2 days, it's kind of going up slightly, but not a lot, just slightly. And opening today, it's more crabbing sideways, it's a little up. Yeah, we'll zoom in and see. Yeah, you can see here. This is the green line. The green vertical line is today's opening date. It's kind of up and down. So, but in the last 24 hours, you can see like a nice upward movement. And then today, it's higher than where yesterday's opening was. So it's still an up. And for the DXY, it typically has a negative correlation with Bitcoin. So if this is moving up and Bitcoin's moving down, that negative correlation holds. So that justifies this move down here for Bitcoin, the downward movement. So that kind of goes back to their negative correlation. If the dollar continues to rise and Bitcoin drops, that holds that negative correlation together. However, if Bitcoin suddenly moves up, then the question becomes, is it going to move back down because of the negative correlation with the DXY? That should always be something that you think about. With reference to the correlation with the Nasdaq and S&P 500, you can think of it like I mentioned one reason. The other reason could be like during the time that it moved up here, right? And the stock market, the Nasdaq and S&P 500 moved down. Well, sooner or later they're gonna average out, right? Let's go to the U.S. 10-year bonds. In the last 24 hours, it's been going up, and at opening today, it kind of trickled down a little bit. So it's moving similarly with the DXY, and when those two move together, and Bitcoin moves down, and that makes sense. That makes sense to me. Let's go over to the European market. UK one. I'm going to look at these together, so you can see. In the last 24 hours, they all three have been trending up here. UK, they're trending up, and then they drop back down, but not as low as where their previous 2-day low was. But they went up, dropped down, and went back up again. Similarly with the DAX from Germany, here they went up, and they opened up and dropped back down and trying to correct that. So all three are very similar. So, it looks like they're trying to move back up from their drop recently from over here, like about 6-7 days ago. And what's interesting is that this 2-day move is very similar to from the UK to Bitcoin, up, down, up, down. Let's go over to the Asian and also the Australian market. Oh, by the way, I got the 10-year yield back here. I missed that yesterday as I was redoing this chart. And France is back also. So, yay, France. Let's go over to Asia and Australia. Here we have, this is Australia right here. Pretty much, up and down, choppy. You got up right here, and then down, and then up. It's pretty much choppy in Australia. In Asia, we have the Nikkei. We have it go in the last 24 hours, went up and then down. So if you look at it as a whole for a weekly trend, it's pretty much choppy. For the South Korean KOSPI index, it looks like it's on an upward trend overall, but the currently is trending down. So, and on the Hang Seng from Hong Kong, the HSI index, it's choppy. You get up, you get down, and then it opened down, and then up, and then down, up. Yeah, very choppy over here. There's not much you can draw from here, but it looks like it's just going sideways overall, up and down, up and down. And so that pretty much covers how the Bitcoin market and crypto market looks compared to the equities market around the world. So to summarize, Bitcoin is having is holding the negative correlation with the dollar and the U.S. 10-year yield. So that is holding, but it's not holding its correlation with the Nasdaq and S&P 500 currently. That could change. The other indexes around the world, the only one that seemed to have slight correlation with the Bitcoin is the UK 100. And I know they're the euro trading against the dollar may be a high factor in why this is having a slight correlation right now. It typically doesn't, but that could be having an impact. The other markets, and with these other European markets are moving similarly to this. So in Europe, it moves very similar to Bitcoin, at least in the last 24 hours. 48 hours. But Asia, nah, it's like choppy over there. Thanks for joining me on this video. I would appreciate it if you found value. Smash the like, ring my bell, hit subscribe, and leave some comments. Appreciate it. Peace.